In this segment, we're going to take the Kia the new Ray EV model for a thorough drive. Today, I only have about 2 hours, so I'll try my best to be as concise and quick as possible to give you a summary of the Ray EV. Traffic was truly horrendous getting here, so for now, I'll just drive around this area and explore what makes the Ray EV so incredibly appealing. So the Ray is truly a city-type entry-level electric vehicle. Its size, character and price all perfectly match the distinct characteristics of an entry-level car. However, the new Kia Ray EV is not actually the very first electric version of the Ray. There was a previous electric model that used the Hyundai Blue-On powertrain. Back then, it was more a technical demonstration car for technical validation than sales. Some of you might have even experienced it through car-sharing services. In any case, this new model Ray EV is actually built upon the second facelift version of the Ray, so it doesn't use a dedicated electric vehicle platform like the EGMP. And the battery, of course, will be the most crucial component in an EV. This Kia the new Ray EV model is equipped with a lithium iron phosphate LFP battery. It has a 35.2 kilowatt-hour capacity. Hearing a battery capacity in the 30s is quite refreshing, as we usually hear 64 or even 80 plus kilowatt-hours. Therefore, its single-charge driving range is approximately 205 kilometers combined. Currently, it's 233 kilometers in the city, but in cold conditions the combined range is only about 167 kilometers. Now, if you have a decent charging setup and primarily use it for urban driving, it won't be a huge burden. However, for long-distance journeys, it might present a slight concern. However, since this vehicle's concept and character are better suited for city driving rather than long distances, it would be best to choose based on your individual usage needs. Still, it gets 5.1 kilometers per kilowatt hour. It's not in the 4-kilometer range, it exceeds the 5-kilometer mark. And the charging port is located at the front, right by the Kia emblem. And it's said that with a 150 kilowatt rapid charger, it takes approximately 40 minutes to charge from 10 to 80%. When using a 7 kilowatt slow charger, it is said to take approximately 6 hours to charge from 10% to 100%. Fortunately, when it comes to things like electric vehicle efficiency and charging speed, they are quite acceptable. This car is equipped with Kumho Solus tires. The tire size is 175/60R14. This wheel design is also quite distinctive and unique, wouldn't you say? This wheel design might appear a bit out of place on an internal combustion engine vehicle, but it certainly looks quite fitting and stylish on an electric car like this. Now, the biggest advantage of this EV, the Ray EV, and the Ray itself, is its exceptional space utilization. The rear door is a sliding door and there's no B-dash pillar in the middle. Furthermore, the front seats swing open almost 90 degrees, and the entire seating arrangement, from the rear to the very front, can fold completely flat. This makes it exceptionally versatile for hauling substantial cargo or indulging in leisure pursuits such as car camping or car picnicking. Furthermore, as an electric vehicle, it features a utility mode, allowing you to use the air conditioning or heater for extended periods while stationary without driving. And what surprised me most when I got inside this Ray EV was the gear lever. It's the electronic shift-by-wire column I recently saw in the EV9, with the start button integrated right into it. These electronic shift-by-wire columns have recently become a trend, widely adopted by Hyundai and Kia. But putting the start button inside it like this still isn't very common. And up front, a 10.25-inch supervision cluster is situated. Naturally, there's no head-up display, and while the seat upholstery is artificial leather, the steering wheel, on the other hand, is covered in genuine leather. As for materials, since it's an entry-level model, it uses a lot of hard plastics rather than soft touch materials. In terms of convenience features, the driver's seat has not only heated seats, but also a ventilated seats function. Unfortunately, the passenger seat only has heating, no ventilation, and a heated steering wheel can also be applied as an option, which is nice. Unlike other compact cars like the Morning or Casper, stepping into the Ray's interior occasionally makes you genuinely question if it truly is a compact car. Of course, even if the width or length isn't particularly large, the headroom height itself is quite generous, measuring about 4 fists high. And they certainly haven't squandered this space. Instead, there's an overhead storage compartment positioned above, a smaller additional storage space nestled right here in the center, and remarkably, a cleverly concealed hidden storage compartment tucked away underneath the front passenger seat as well. And there's also a sizable storage compartment right in front of the passenger seat. Oh, and for the size of the car, the glove compartment is quite spacious. Even door trim space is decent, plus a small storage spot is on the driver's side. This isn't exclusive to the Ray EV, it's a unique characteristic of the Ray itself. The Ray EV has a max output of around 87 horsepower. Its maximum torque registers at around 15, while witnessing high-performance electric vehicles boasting 400 or even 600 horsepower recently, seeing a figure below 100 horsepower with approximately 15 torque might appear somewhat modest. Nevertheless, this power output represents a relative enhancement compared to the original gasoline-powered Ray. The gasoline Ray had 76 horsepower, 9.7 torque. Its torque didn't even reach 10. However, the Ray EV is understandably heavier in terms of curb weight. The gasoline Ray weighs 1,040 kilograms, whereas the Ray EV comes in at 1,295 kilograms, making it about 255 kilograms heavier. So you can think of it as being about 1.25 times heavier than the gasoline Ray. So, while this slight increase in output and torque might seem insignificant, it actually offers a surprisingly smooth acceleration experience up to moderate speeds when driving in the city, preventing any noticeable sluggishness. And it goes without saying, but the acceleration feel is completely different from the gasoline model. The surprisingly sleek and smooth progression delivers an unexpected level of satisfaction indeed. Since the driving range isn't that long, I imagine this Ray EV will mostly be used for city driving. While acceleration and overall performance at higher speeds are certainly important considerations, the acceleration feel and capability in the congested urban sections and stop-and-go city conditions we frequently encounter are surprisingly good. It really pulls away smoothly and effortlessly. And it comes to a smooth stop. Also, with the battery pack situated beneath, the center of gravity is lowered, which also seems to significantly stabilize the vehicle's sway. Also, when you're stopped and waiting, if you turn off the AC, there's none of the engine vibration or noise of an internal combustion model. In a way, this is one of those things that really reduces stress during commutes and work. Given it's an entry-level EV, the overall soundproofing in this car isn't exactly top-notch. Now, regarding this infotainment screen, it is not the very latest display technology you typically find in the Hyundai Motor Group's newer vehicles. That's how it used to be. Now, regarding ADAS, there's no smart cruise control function, but it does include lane keeping assist, speed limit assist, driver attention warning, forward and rear cross-traffic collision avoidance assist, and even safe exit assist. And it also has rear cross-traffic collision avoidance assist. For reference, it has a total of 6 airbags. You have the option to select from a total of 3 cluster themes, or you can have it dynamically sync with the current time and weather conditions. Moreover, it features auto high beam assist. And for your information, the key itself has this particular design. And the Ray EV also features an I-pedal mode. You can adjust the regenerative braking amount via the paddle shifters, and by pulling the left one all the way, I-pedal activates. With the I-pedal currently engaged, simply lifting your foot off the accelerator pedal allows for almost complete braking, which is very convenient and effective. And above all, I truly believe the greatest strength of this Ray EV is its incredible ease of operation. There's a comfort that comes from its compact size. Thank you.